Pop culture.
But for any Fast and Furious fans, yo, the movie sucked.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
There was a throwaway
nothing.
line by Charlize Theron about trying to explain how John Cena could be Dom's brother. That just made me throw up in my mouth.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And here's another tangent.
I've done a lot of research into the Toretto family. I didn't know there were Nordic bloodlines in there. Which, yeah, I mean, like,
no,
I did not at all care for the casting of young Dom and young John Cena. I thought, like, young Dom just was like, oh, this guy, I don't even know. Like,
the whole movie, it sucked.
Movie was so bad. The driver that comes over and is inspecting the car after the wreck, right? Like in the flashback scene. And then he starts like picking a fight with the kids whose, spoiler alert, dad just died. Like, really?
If
he knew I was going to pit him into the wall. Like, no race car driver in the history of racing has ever done that. Yeah, your dad's dead, but it wasn't my fault, even though I'm the one who wrecked him. By the way, pitting people into the wall is not something that you do when you're racing cars. Like, you're not the police. You're not out here trying to prevent a high-speed chase. Like, this is a race around the track. If your spotter didn't tell you that there was oil at the top of turn 2, you're a moron, and you need to fire your spotter. Sorry, I grew up in racing, and so, like, that stuff just frustrates me when they get so lazy with that.
You know what made me the most mad? He caught your girl on the hood of the car, and she was alive.
Okay, we talked about that while we were watching it, Christy and I, and I'm like, so apparently, like, the hood of a car is the softest landing spot on Earth? Because that's multiple times that they've done that in multiple movies.
No.
It's so bad.
Like, no, my wife was like, why are you watching this?
Physics. So, like, the bridge, right? The bridge that is all of a sudden just like, oh no, the bridge is falling, but we can still drive up this rope bridge. Yeah, because that's how friction and gravity and physics work. Oh, and even
lock
better,
our front brake.
I'm just going to just somehow magically know that by crashing into this one post that I'm going to hook it onto the car and we're going to swing across to the other side where we'll be perfectly safe. Oh, and the helicopters that could have just as easily flown over the gap and blown us up anyways will magically stop because it's the border.
That movie was awful.
Oh, so bad. So bad.
I'm done with that.
I can't even. I don't want to spend more time on it because it was so awful.
I'll just get tired.
Oh, okay. One last thing. Second spoiler alert. I swear if you get mad that I say this, I've said spoiler alert twice now. Han, I'm alive. And you didn't tell anybody. But now seems like the time for me to come out of the woodworks. Like, I get it. He wasn't signed on for the next movies or whatever, but this, and I'm really, like, Marvel has done this to an extent, and it frustrates me, where you just completely undercut every death in every movie, because ultimately we know that you're just going to find some bullshit excuse to bring them back. And it just drives me nuts. Like, there should be consequences.
Here's the thing with Fast and Furious. Please stop making those movies. That's all.
Seriously.
And the mid-credit scene
with Jason Statham.
Yeah, I'm a big fanboy. But
who was in the punching bag? Was it supposed to be the rich dude or just some random guy?
It was
great.
Yeah.
This means a ton to me then.
Next.
To hear the rest, tune into this week's episode of The Chris and Andre Show.